three beverages works best with this dish and explain why. You will have 2 minutes.
A tart with a caramel and a milky chocolate. It's very tender and with a lot of texture. That's what is interesting. So, with the number one, which is the richer sweet wine, it's not really nice because you have an unbalance between the sweetness of the dessert and of the number one, of the Commandaria. With the number three, the dryness and the acidity of the Madeira is not in a good, it's not a very good combination with the sweetness of the caramel and chocolate tart. I think that's not usual, but the best pairing, this is with the beer, because you have exactly the same flavor, caramel, chocolate, and some spices, and the beer gives freshness, gas, and the balance is absolutely superb because it's incredible. You have a very good combination with the richness, sweetness, and the texture.
Beverage number one is working perfect with this creamy small ganache of chocolate. There's a milk chocolate, a little bit of darker chocolates in there, so you really have the aromatics of this Madeira mirroring the aromatics you have only in this dish. Also, the intensity level is quite the same. The sweetness level is matching each other just perfectly, and this sort of coffee nuance that the Madeira has is wonderful in the combination with the chocolate here. The uplifting acidity of the Madeira is also really working wonders for this little bit heavier, richer, small delicious thing. As an alternative, you could go for the beer. That is alternative. It has a rich enough maltiness, rich enough sweetness to be with a type of a small dessert like that. But the first choice is absolutely the beverage number one, which is the Madeira.
I think with beverage number one works perfectly because it's fortified and sweet, so it has enough intensity and sweetness to pair the dessert. Whereas, for example, beverage number three, it's fortified, but it lacks the sweetness, so it actually makes the dessert feel glowing, and it's very flashing.
Number two, beverage. First of all, because of mostly we choose dessert wine for dessert, but this sounds like a little bit boring, so we're going to have something very interesting for the guests, and especially you're in Belgium. So beer can work with the dessert. This is chocolate hazelnut tart, and the beer has a little bit of chocolate, coffee, beans aftertaste in the beer, and also it's work well with the chocolate tart flavor, and also the toastiness of the beer could enhance the tart, the pastry flavor, and also I think it's a very good beverage when you have a whole dinner or lunch after your service. After your dinner, you want something very refreshing, a beverage to have with the dessert. And
I want to go with the pairing with the glass number one, where I believe that we have a 24th kind of style. This is a wine style which is fortified. It has a lot of sort of sweetness, but also this sort of aromatics, so this sort of caramel nougat.
Excellent pairing because you have a lot of caramel and chocolate in this tart. Buttery sundae pastry as well, and the wine gets a level of acidity which really complements the sweetness and lusciousness of this pastry. So it has richness, it has texture that really matches the texture of the dish as well. Texture are really compatible, and the wine gets a level of freshness, it gets a supplementary dimension, and it also refreshes this pastry. There's an interesting pairing to see with a beer as well, because it's beer which has a lot of sweetness on the palate by the malt, by the alcohol, the amount of alcohol, which really surrounds in a very well way the chocolate as well. There are chocolate notes, cocoa, toasty notes, so it can be interesting, but maybe I would have preferred like a quadruple beer to get more on this pastry. But beer and chocolate are really good partners.
In terms of compatibility, I think number one and the desserts, if we judge it on a scale of 1 to 10, it's probably at an 8 out of 10. When number 2 is rather at a 4, so it's a rather weak pairing. I suppose if we were to try to improve maybe this pairing, tons of orange flavors or spices in the tartlet. So I'm thinking maybe of some candied orange peels, or maybe a little touch of spices such as a little bit of cinnamon or some saffron going through, just to link a little bit better with the flavors found in the first beverages.
Probably recommend you to go for number one for the documents because itself, because of the oxidation that's with these nutty and caramel and toffee elements that would go very, very well for with the dish, but still enough freshness to clean up your palate and to refresh your palate from the kind of richness of the caramel.
Best would go with a sweet wine, which would balance out the sweetness. The wine should be sweeter. So from everything we have, the first wine would be perfect. It's oxidized style. It has this nutty, dry fruit aromas, a bit of caramelized notes, which would go with the filling very well. It has also some wonderful acidity, which refreshes the palate, and also this slightly orange marmalade note goes very nicely with the chocolatey filling. You have like Lindt chocolate, which is with orange orange filling inside, so it goes perfectly. It adds another dimension to the dish, and the sweetness, the wine doesn't dry out. It just really balances the sweetness of the dish. You don't get too sweet notes on it. It's a really very nice, rich dessert. Also, the nutty character is really well reflected in the wine, because Rutherglen sees lots of oxidation. It's aged for a long time in the barrels, usually at rather high temperatures, similar to Madeira, so it gets all these caramelized notes as well, which are found in the dessert.
Here you have this trace of candy, sucre candy that they add to the beer. It was just a little bit sweet, that goes well with the better chocolate, that goes well with the salt, and seems to rinse your palate a lot because of the CO2 contains in the beer. And that, for me, it's a surprising one, not an easy one to sell, but certainly an experience that you can bring to your guests, to your table. Because when you come out with a beer with this kind of petit four, people are always a little bit surprised, but when they taste, they understand because it's obvious.
Okay, well, the dish is a little tartlet. It's a bit of chocolate, a bit of dryness with it. I think the product working the best with it is definitely the number one. It's quite a rich wine, there's a lot of sweetness, but you get sweetness also in the dish. So what happens is that the sweetness in the dish is actually saturating your palate, and you won't feel the sugar in the wine that much, so that's kind of balancing it out and bringing a bit more freshness out of it. However, because I think quite sweet, there's also some richness in texture, and that's matching very well with the chocolate, with a bit of caramel you get in the dish.
Definitely go for wine number one, because this fortified sweet wine and this chocolate tart, they share exactly the same intensity and sweetness, and also thanks to the light Veracruz characters and sweet, herb, sweet spicy notes, which brings in the texture of chocolate, which brings out a lot of like mellow and supple flavors, and also some hint of like nice sleek acidity of wine number one. Just gives nice lift to the chocolate dish, and also seems to see some smoky, like sweet vanilla characters enhance the flavor of baked tart.
So this is tartlet in front of us with a cream of chocolate ganache, high quality from probably a Belgian producer, and this would match perfectly with glass number one. Glass number one has a lovely creaminess to it. It also has an intense chocolate flavor, just like the dish. It has a nice sweetness, not too overpowering, just like the dish. And the crunchy flavor from the tartlet core would go lovely with the acidity which the wine brings. In comparison, glass number two is slightly too bitter, doesn't bring out enough chocolate and sweetness flavors for this dessert. And glass number three, due to its slightly oxidative character, would also bring out more bitter flavors and also does not have enough sweetness. So